Okay, girls, so this subtopic called substitution is one of those most important topics in algebra. It's like one of those that is a cornerstone. Stone. You will use this in so many subjects later on in life. Like you will use it in maths, you will use it in chemistry, in biology, in physics, in accounts, in so many subjects. So it's very important that you master this skill. Okay, so let's remember that a pronumeral represents a number. Agree? So when we give that pronumeral a value, a number, and we change it in the expression or in the equation, that's what is called substitution. Okay, so it says here, when a pronumeral is replaced with a number, this is called substitution. Then the order of the operation is used to evaluate the expression. So we have to use order of operations. Let's remember, order of operation is BIDMAS, okay? So it says here, substitute the value of the pronumeral shown into the expression and evaluate. So we have here this one. So we're going to do it. How? This is very important, girls, how I want you to set up your work. And I'll be checking your notes and your notebooks because, again, this was one of the biggest problems last year. Girls were not setting up their work correctly. So every time that we're working on algebra, we're working downwards. Actually, I will recommend that every time that you're working in maths, always work downwards. But I know that in primary school, sometimes they taught you to work to the side, but it's a good practice and get used to working downwards. So I'm going to use it. How I'm going to model here with my notes exactly what I want you to do in your book. Exactly what I'm doing here, okay? So you put your title, then you put A with red, and then you copy your expression. Why is that an expression and not an equation? Because I don't have an equal sign, okay? And I have two terms here. So 4x plus 2, 4x plus 2. This comma means when x is equal to 3. So when x is equal to 3. Remember that x is a pronumeral. It can take any value. In this case, they're saying that x is equal to 3. Okay, so what do we have to do? We put an equal sign underneath and we say, okay, every time that you substitute, I recommend that you put brackets when you're substituting. So I'm going to write brackets. 4 times 3. Okay, that's what I have here. Be careful not to do the following. I'm going to write it and then I'm going to erase it. Some people do, okay, 43. That's what I have to do. 43. I put the 3 in and this becomes 43. Remember that here is 4 times x. Remember that. Remember that we talk about algebraic notation and we talk that when we have a 4x, that means that we have 4 times x. So this is very wrong. So I'm going to erase it here. And then 4 times 3 plus 2. And then we say equal 4 times 3 is equals 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. And this is your answer. And I want you to put a square next to it so that it's very clear what is your answer. Okay? Wonderful. So now you have the rest of these ones in your notes, in your booklet. Agree? So I want you to try to solve them. I will also do it in the video step by step so that you can check your answers. Again, if you get something wrong, verify why you got it wrong and check the rest of your answers to see if you got them correct. Wonderful. So let's do B here. And as I said, I want you to work downwards always. I'm modeling what I want you to do with in your book. With red, I'm writing the question, and then with pencil, I don't have pencil, but imagine that this black is pencil. You're going to solve it going downwards. So B says 5 open brackets, y plus 6 when y is equal to 4. So then I say, okay, equal to 5. I'm not going to open other brackets in here because the y is not being multiplied by any number. This y, the coefficient is 1. So I'm not going to open any other brackets because it's like 4 times 1 or just 4. So I don't have to do anything else to it. So 4 plus 6. Remember, using order of operation bit mass, I solve brackets first. So 5 times 10. Remember that this 5 means that here is implicit is at times the whole bracket, 5 times the whole bracket. So this is equal to 50. And then wonderful. I'm going to continue in the next video.